वो भी डाल दो, अच्छा नहीं दिखता। पीछे फेंक दो ना, वॉल के वो साइड फेंक
लगा रहे साथ में लगा बोल रहे क्या तो मट्टी डालो, हाथ से डालना
पड़ेगा। नहीं नहीं, वो नीचे डालना पड़ेगा, बीज डाल दो। हाँ
नहीं उतना अपन
अंदर ही चले जाना।
So when you touch the soil like this, this initiative is mainly to promote a wellness center. So in this 727 villa project, I am owning a lot of plots. I am the major land owner in this venture. So 2 plots have dedicated for opening a wellness center. One will have 7 bedrooms, another one will have 8 bedrooms. So totally 15 bedrooms to begin with will be used for a wellness center where people can enroll for a 2 weeks health improvement program. So anybody who is having any lifestyle problems, whether they are obese or they are having diabetes or arthritis or so many other health related issues people are suffering from, mainly because of the improper lifestyle. They are eating too much, or they are sleeping too late and waking up too late, or they are not drinking enough water, or they are not doing enough yoga, meditation, exercise. So all these things are very important in life. So I'll be teaching them how to reprogram their bodies. A lot of people have learned how to program the computer, but I'm going to explain to them how to reprogram your own body.
More important.
Yeah, to improve your own health and to live a healthy life till as long as you want. I mean, the longer you implement the program, the longer you live in a healthy state. Otherwise, people tend to become ill after 40, 50 years. Some problem or the other will happen. And the last few years, they're struggling to stay alive, and they may actually become a burden to their own family and society. So here, you should remain a strength, a pillar of strength to your own family and society till your last breath. That is my initiative. Whether you're 70-year-old, 80-year-old, 120-year-old is possible if you do it properly.
If you live till 20 years, after that another 20 is possible.
Yeah, so it all depends. Yeah, if you're at age 80, you're still healthy, another 20 years is always possible. But at age 40, people are already...
And they're saying by that 20 years, they'll find ways where they can keep you
Correct.
alive for another 20
Correct.
with the telomeres and all that.
Yeah.
They're researching on that.
Yeah, I'm glad you know the telomere. Telomere is the strand, like a DNA. So to keep it in place, can you hold the mic? I'll explain. Suppose this is the telomere. It's a double helix. So double helix can always unwind, isn't it? To prevent it from unwinding, there's a telomere, which is like a shoelace. Something that prevents it from unwinding on both the ends of the... So the telomeres keep becoming shorter and shorter. As the number of times the cell divides, the length of the telomere starts shortening. So a time will come when the cell can no longer divide. A lot of problems for you, including cancer, right? So if you don't get rid of those senescent, SENECENT, that's the full real word for those kind of cells, which can no longer divide and which will not die. So till they are removed properly as a natural process, they will keep roaming around inside your body, creating all kinds of knee ache, shoulder problem, arthritis, and so many lifestyle problems people develop. So to overcome those lifestyle problems, people have to change their lifestyle, adopt certain lifestyle modifications. So my whole program is to enable people to do the lifestyle modification, which they can easily do from the comfort of their home. I've already made a recording, 46-minute recording, upload on YouTube, a free download. Anybody can go through it and staying at home improve their own health. If they feel they need some hand holding, they have to come to me.
He's thinking like in terms of how do
No. I don't have any guru term. I am the doctor of naturopathy. I have graduated from, I did my doctorate from Arogya Mandir in
He's asking
Gorakhpur.
Guru because he's thinking there's some spiritual center.
Yeah, there's no spiritual center. No,
only
no.
yoga.
Yeah. There will be yoga, there will be meditation,
That's
but there
all
will be no attachment to any religion.
Actually, as you spoke about telomeres, I was going to say that meditation has proven to alter the telomere length.
Correct. So by meditation you can alter the telomere length. By eating nutritious food you can alter the telomere. Definitely. I'm a practitioner of yoga. I'm a doctor of yoga also, incidentally. And I practice yoga. I was 85 kgs in weight about 2 years ago. I'm Today 69, but today I'm again slightly overweight because I went to the US for 5 weeks. I went to Bhutan for 1 week. So while traveling, people tend to eat more. Why? Because God knows when we'll get the next meal. So whatever you're getting, eat more. Right? That's the general tendency for travelers.
Yeah.
So I put on 4-5 kgs weight. I was 65 kgs before I went. But again, I'm sure within 2 months I'll come back to 65. And main thing is to remain healthy.
Yes.
At age 66, I mean, I'm so healthy and so active, and many people can't believe. Yeah, impossible, sir. You look only 50, 55. Thank you very much. Right?
Yeah, he was thinking he's my junior till he realized he's senior.
Yeah, so Ronak is 1 year junior to me. He did SSC. I was in the ISC batch, but whatever it is, so very nice of him to have taken time off to come. Though
Not only he
by
came,
his
he
schedule, he
pulled
goes
us
to sleep
also.
at 4 a.m. in the morning. So I told him, please
Not
don't
only
sleep
he
for one
came,
day.
he pulled us also.
Yeah, come directly to the site. Otherwise, you would have been sleeping at this time in the morning. And he wakes up late and has breakfast at 4 p.m. So today he'll have breakfast now here with us, and perhaps sleep at 4 p.m. to wake up tomorrow morning at 4 a.m.
I thought I'd just go, and then I called these people. They were coming, so I got stuck again.
Yeah. Wonderful.
No, really proud of you for somebody to.
Your body and how to cleanse it out.
Yeah, so if you want to give a brief talk on you. Yeah, so the main problem humanity is facing today is the food that we are eating is genetically modified to the extent that earlier, suppose you were getting X quantity of output on 1 acre of land. Today, due to genetically modifying the seeds, the yield has increased 10 times. Now imagine if 10 times more yield is coming from the same acreage of land, same area of land. The land has limited resources of the whatever nutrients available, the water availability, everything. But that is being used to feed 10 times more grain. So will the grain have the same quality as it did before the genetic modification happened? Point number one. Point number two, to sustain that kind of growth, a lot of fertilizers are being used and a lot of weedicides are being used. So if a plant is being grown and you are not allowing it to compete with the weeds to grow, it does not have the strength. Like a child, if you pamper him too much, he will not have the same strength as another child who has not been pampered. Right? So you're pampering the tree that you want to grow, the wheat or corn or whatever crop, by killing the other crops around it, providing no competition for the plant to grow. So it will grow very fast, no doubt. It may yield much more also, no doubt. But the quality of the grain will not be the same. Why? Because there was no competition. There was no, and the fertilizers aiding that, and the genetic modification, all this has ruined the grains that we are eating today. And most of the grains we are eating have actually turned into poison. Like wheat, suppose it was the best crop 50 years ago, it has become a very big poison. I mean, many people are suffering because of the genetically modified wheat that they are eating.
And also gluten, right?
Yeah, gluten and so many other things, right? So all that is basically because of the genetically modified crops. But fortunately for us, we're living in India. Millets have not yet been targeted by the US giants for genetically modifying other crops. So our maize, bajra, makai, makai has been contaminated. Corn has been genetically modified in a big way in the US. Other than maize, I think all other millets that we are consuming in India, ragi, all these things are very good for health, not genetically modified, which I'll be growing in my own wellness centers without the aid of pesticides, fertilizers, and that will be very good for health. And people will, once they understand the benefits, they will keep eating good. And even the fruits and vegetables, they're contaminated. Why? Because a lot of fertilizers are being given, as I explained earlier, pesticides are being sprayed. So the pesticide, residual pesticide will remain in the fruit. And when you eat it, it will go into your system. And that is, if it is poison for the plant, it is poison for you also. There's no doubt about it. Right?
So anyway, I was asking you, you mentioned that
Detoxification. So for detoxification, rishis had discovered, not today, thousands of years ago, not just for the Hindus, Muslims, all the religions of the world, fasting. When you fast for a long period, your body detoxifies itself. Right? So the Muslims observe a fast during the month of Ramadan or Ramazan, whichever word you want. Right? So in that period, whatever dirt accumulated inside your body, it gets detoxified. So it is a very good health initiative. So other religions have it in different forms. Like the Hindus have Navaratras, and maybe twice in a year. Once before, after Ugadi for 9 days, and once before Dasara for 9 days. So in those 9 days, you observe a fast, you are detoxifying your body. But people have forgotten about the scientific benefits of fasting. They're only talking about religious benefits. But whatever way you are fasting,
They
you are
also
getting the
religiously
benefit.
put,
Right?
they religiously
So throw the
put on-
scare of God, people may listen. But if you tell them, no, you'll improve your health. Who cares about my health, man? I want to die early. That is the standard, dialogue of most youngsters. Okay? But then later on when they become old, they realize, oh my God, I should have taken some care of my body.
Many times they have taken
Right? And they become a burden to their own family and to society.
to themselves.
Yeah, to themselves also. I mean, how can you enjoy when everybody else is enjoying? Right? So the detoxification will happen only if you eat good quality grain, good quality fruit, good quality vegetables for a sustained long time. So you're not giving input of that chemicals or the poison. Point number one. Whatever poison stored will get drained away slowly. But to aid that flushing out, if you do fasting and keep yourself hydrated, drink 2.5-3 liters of water, that too 250 ml at a time, not 1 liter at a time. Right? It all depends. Some people say drinking 1 liter of water at a time is good, but I mean, I believe drinking 250 ml of water 12 times a day is far better than drinking 1 liter of water 3 times a day. So
But now they're saying you shouldn't have 3 liters of water.
yeah, whatever. I don't want to get into the whether. So my system is 250 ml of water 12 times a day, 10 times a day minimum, right? And then wake up early, sleep early. Why? Because human body is set by something called a circadian clock. So the circadian clock means your liver will start detoxifying itself from 10 p.m. to midnight, 2 hours. Your kidneys will start detoxifying themselves from midnight to 2 a.m. So likewise, the body, each and every organ has a set time during which it will start detoxifying. And if at 10 o'clock in the night, instead of sleeping, you're drinking or even eating, on one side you're trying to clean the liver, on the other side you're contaminating it with the food and the drinks, whatever you're consuming. So it'll never get clean. So that's why people are suffering from fatty liver disease. Even people who don't drink, those who are eating a lot of,
Fat.
wrong type of fat. Good fat is good for health. They have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and fairly it is called, right? So not that because they're drinking, because they're eating a lot of fat and perhaps not doing enough exercise. Right? So you have to keep all your organs in good shape. So for that, sleeping on time and waking up on time is very important. So there are monitors, like I'm wearing this Fitbit. It will tell you at what time you went to sleep, how many hours you were in deep sleep, and how many hours you were, how many minutes you were in deep sleep, how many minutes you were in REM, rapid eye movement sleep, how many minutes you were in normal light sleep, and how many minutes you actually woke up at night, either to go to the toilet or just you wake up and lie, keep your basic cost price they have to pay to me. Even if that, waive that, a lot of people may come, but they will treat everything very lightly. Arey, it is free now, so why are you telling me to wake up early? Arey, it is free now, why are you telling me to go to sleep early? They'll start demanding things. You paid money to get maximum benefit, please follow the rules, then you will get benefit. Otherwise, don't blame me at the end of 2 weeks. So that's called principle of energy exchange. If you get something for free, you have no value for it. If you pay for it, you'll have some value for it. So I'm not telling you to give me profit. I'm telling you to pay for the services being rendered. Right? And it'll be a non-profit organization for life as far as I'm concerned. My children may also continue. So the two benefits we will get. One is the blessings of the people who come and improve their own health, which is a very big profit in itself, isn't it? The karma we attract. The second big profit is the value of the property will keep appreciating. Like the value of each villa here, maybe 2 crores today. After 10 years, what do you think will be the value of the villa?
5 crores.
So 5 crores. So it will double, more than double. And I've got 100 villas. So why should I be, working for money? God has given me enough. If I hold on to it and use it for some charitable purpose, like what I'm planning to do, appreciating the value of property will more than offset any other income that I could have got. Is the point clear or not? Anybody else opening a wellness center will definitely look for profit because they're investing some money. They want the return on their capital and some profit as well. But here my profit is zero. I'm not looking for any profit. If at all I make a profit end of the year, before the end of the year, I start giving them one free massage or one free some therapy, right? Or reduce the price. Reducing the price is not good. Why? Because people who came earlier will feel cheated. But I can't start at a lower price and incur loss. So I'm starting at somewhere in between where at 95% capacity I break even. less than 95% occupancy, I'll make a loss. Who will take that initiative?
No worry.
We'll take that risk also.
Right. So I'm willing to take the risk because by God's grace, even my villa is vacant. I'm not paying interest to the bank. I've not taken a home loan. Right? I can afford to take that risk. Is the point clear now?
Yeah.
Why am I working on 95% occupancy, break even?
So explaining
And
all
your
these people
therapist
whoever
will be in the
want
same
to
place. You have the same place therapist here only? in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
club?
2 villas, one 7 BHK, one 8 BHK.
also you explain, instead of all this explanation,
Ah.
whoever gets into a wellness center will do a little bit of research. So once they find out what the others are
Yeah,
charging
yeah,
and what you're charging, they'll automatically know
Wonderful,
that
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a
Good
cost.
point, very good point. So,
it's not
yeah, yeah.
what
So,
will be the-
my charges are 2,500 rupees per head per day.
Yeah.
And people can do their own research. They will not find anybody who's charging so less. And that is including your air-conditioned room with a partner in the room, whether your own friend or a wife. It's your choice. But it should be legal, legitimate, 100%. Right? No illegal things will happen in my wellness center. And food, most nutritious food. At 9 o'clock in the morning, you'll get a glass of green juice, and then 5 badam, 3 walnuts, and either idli, upma, something very nutritious food. And then 12 o'clock, we'll get a glass of ashgard juice and a bowl of fresh salad, which contains all vegetables, cucumber, tomato, carrots, lettuce, all good for health things. Unlimited you can eat. Then for lunch, you will get rotis made of millets. One day bajra, one day jawar, one day maize, different millets, and one day mixture of all multigrain atta. Right? As far as possible, we'll avoid wheat because wheat is the root cause of the major illnesses today. I can have a separate lecture on that. I don't want to be right.
Sir, any gurus are
So I'm very happy that my friend Prince Ronak Yar Khan, the 9th Nizam of Hyderabad, took time out of his busy schedule and came early morning, 5:30 he was here, and he stayed throughout the function. It is what, almost 8:15 now, and breakfast will be served for another half an hour, 1 hour minimum. All of us will be here, and really thank you very much, Ronak. Very glad that you could come.
We are very proud of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You should be proud of me also. I came at 5:30.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so can
Coming all the way from Toronto.
Yeah,
We are by 5:30.
I heard. And I told him, motivate her to come.
Oh no, I'm actually very impressed by both of you.